All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere, somewhere on our ad, aka they're not simply scrolling on by. And we care about women clicking somewhere on our ad because that means our ad has entered their brain. And we care about that because when our ad enters their brain, that is the only time their chance of buying from us is non-zero. So we got to get this unique CTR all number up as high as possible, but under 6% is the most common thing I'm seeing, and it's a massive, massive problem. So even though it's the most common thing I'm seeing, and that Boudoir photographers have in their Facebook ads backend dashboard, it is not normal. It is the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes. So 3 pre-click mistakes causes BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe, taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. And treatment takes about a week. And nobody else has this treatment. You can only get it here. And because we invented it. In Boudoir Pico, we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, whether it's on or off. We treat the duplicated ad, so we leave the original one alone. Treat it. Takes about a week. At the end of the week, we keep whichever one rolling as the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and we now have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. And this is basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So we got our full universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. That's fine, easy enough. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, in my residency, I went out and found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the wild. And first one I tested, the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. So I duplicated that, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So way better. So instead of like 4 out of 100 women clicking somewhere in the ad, we got it up to approximately 7 out of 100 women. So we actually found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of its ad spend. So instead of spending 10 grand a month on their Boudoir Facebook ads, $3,700 a month every single month was being wasted. So what we can do is we can eliminate that waste by using the Boudoir Pico treated ad and spend the difference instead and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So Boudoir Pico at, what would this be, $6,300 a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month. So that's where the massive gains come from. Now, the second part of my residency, found another one in the wild, Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it back to the hospital. Unique CTRL 1.39%. Okay, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So that's insanely good. We found out the original was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, literally $8,400 a month being wasted, thrown out the window. So what we can do now, this Boudoir Pico treated ad, is eliminate that wasted ad spend, only spend the difference, $1,600 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and we'll get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original at 10 grand a month spend. So massive gains there, and we pocket that 8,400 buck, or the business owner pockets that as kind of like an invisible phantom bonus, phantom profit, because it's not being wasted. It's literally, something like 100 grand in kind of bonus profit in the next 12 months. Now, finally, had a patient saw his unique CTR of his Facebook ad is 5.03%. So again, I knew the BLCS was present. So I went in Trio Boudoir Pico, well, duplicated Trio Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got his unique CTR up to 15.35%. So found out he was wasting 67%, or at least the original Boudoir Facebook ad wasting 67% of ad spend. So the original Boudoir Facebook ad had 10 grand a month. We'll get into the same number of women's brains as the Boudoir Pico treated ad, spending only 3,300 bucks a month. So that whole difference, we're pocketing that difference as a bonus profit, or the business owner is, the boudoir photographer is, 6,700 bucks a month in bonus profit by simply not spending that money. I would say, 80 grand bonus in the next 12 months. So insanely good without even needed to service any clients. So from these numbers, from what I've seen, the average boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%, so it's wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. All right, now we're gonna diagnose this, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're trusting that what Facebook is telling us to fill out is actually what we should fill out, and that's best for us, or it's good for us instead of being good for Facebook. And what actually happens is this is actually better for Facebook. So it's worse for us. It causes way more women to scroll by our boudoir Facebook ads than normal, and it actually pulls our unique CTRL under 6% and increases the probability that we have BLCS boudoir low click syndrome. And as we, kind of on the back end, the flip side for Facebook, what it actually does is it increases the, more women scrolling by our ads per unit time. That increases the amount of ads Facebook can serve per unit time, making Facebook more money per unit time. That's why you never ever listen to anything Facebook recommends. Are looking at the creative? All right, fine, no mistakes there. Next, we'll look at the see more headline, first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. Actually, that's probably getting cut off. Reveal the confidence you embody and celebrate your strength with every shot. Or with left touch designed to empower and uplift. All right, so yeah, we only got one type of specific context here. Repeated different ways a bunch of times, but it's still only one piece of relevant one piece of relevant context. So that means we got the lack of context mistake, which means we believe we provide enough context to maximize the number of correct women coming in, kicking out the number of wrong women, but we're not up at the top of the hump with this. So consequence of this is way more women gonna be scrolling by with wild Facebook ads than necessary, and as a result, we're actually gonna have it's gonna be pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and actually increasing the probability that we have BLCS. So, do I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, because of its unique CTRL less than 6%? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. My diagnosis is yes. I do believe this is a BLCS, a boudoir Facebook ad with boudoir low click syndrome. So, if you're a BLCA with BLCS, If you're a Boudoir low-click advertiser with Boudoir low-click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you look out in the marketplace, seeing it's getting more and more saturated. More boudoir photographers entering the market seems like every day. Seems like when someone gets a new iPhone, they throw up their Google My Business profile, saying they now offer boudoir shoots. And it seems like when everyone gets a new camera, they are, literally posting in the mom groups that they now offer boudoir as well. So you're seeing the market get more saturated, harder and harder to compete, and you're seeing inflation keep kind of raging around us. And you decide you're going to pull more profit out of the business, optimize more parts of the business, and you've already optimized the parts you want, and now you want to optimize the your Boudoir Facebook ad part of the business. Optimize this, plug the leaks, pull the profit out of here, and you want to get approximately, eliminate approximately 5K in wasted Boudoir Facebook ad spend each month. Get that back in your pocket so where you no longer have to spend it, you keep it. That's approximately 60K over the next 12 months. And you decided you finally want to achieve pre-click alignment in your Boudoir Facebook ads, become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, and achieve Boudoir brain entry boost on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake. Shoot me a DM. Well, my DMs are closed right now, but when I open up for new patient intake, yeah, shoot me a DM, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.